Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel for some more Fire Emblem Heroes stuff. Today we are going to be doing a Banner Mania video, which if you didn't know, this is kind of the series that I do 4 times a year to let you know what's coming up over the next 3 months, or for that particular season. The special banners, or kind of like unique banners that we're going to be seeing over the season. And so September is here. We are kind of almost officially in fall. So that's when I'm going to start fall Banner Mania. And that's what we're going to go with. So this one's a little bit weird. Summer is much more cut and dry. We know exactly what's coming, when it's happening. Except for that weird kind of blip moment where we didn't think we were getting the second year Part 2 summer banners for some reason. Not really sure what I just did there. But this fall is a little wonkier. There's a lot more going on. Things get a little more hectic, and stuff just kind of gets crammed in for no real reason. So you can see I've got Micaiah down there. She's celebrating the end of summer, as she rightfully should be. So she's not technically a fall banner unit. However, the dance banner is kind of a theme that we see in the fall. Hers just, that one last year's came in August for some reason. So it was like a end of summer rather than a beginning of fall type thing. But in 2017, we did have the Performing Arts banner, the original dance banner, that cropped up on the 29th of September. And I think as we kind of go through some of these dates, you'll start to realize, like, oh, that's all really jammed in there together, and it absolutely is, which is why I think they started kind of spacing things out. So that's, again, probably why it doesn't really follow a specific pattern of dates that we're going to be dealing with. And then last year, again, like I said, we didn't have a dance banner to kind of go along with that. What we had instead was a kind of unique new heroes banner called the Generals of Muspel, and that one started on the 21st of September. And that had some units from book 3 that not book 3, book 2. As book 2 was kind of starting to wind down, we got these guys, and they kind of showed up right before the end of book 2. So they kind of ushered in the beginning of the end for book 2 with this particular banner. And again, the summer banner had happened before any of this took place back in like mid-August, I think is when it was. So either way, that was that. So that said, I don't really know when this year's dance banner is going to happen. If I had to take a guess, I would probably say it's closer to September. Like the Performing Arts banner in 2017. End of the month, September seems like it would fit a lot better. So, for what that's worth, we're probably getting a dance banner towards the end of September this year. Last year was a little bit wonky. I think they were trying to like kind of fit in a bunch of stuff. And last fall, if you guys were playing at that point, it was so cluttered with banners. You guys thought summer this year was cluttered. Whoa, there was a lot going on. So then, as we move into October, like that's really all that's kicking in September is just kind of like the beginning of the end for the next for the current book cycle. So book 3, we'd maybe kind of see something like that potentially happen again. But there's not nearly as many players in place aside from maybe Alphonse and Sharena's parents. Maybe they're on a banner. I don't know. But beyond that, we really just have Hel, Leaf, Thracier, and Air, but we already have her, so I don't really know. I don't really know what that's about. We may see one of those, we may not. Who really knows? October's interesting because we actually have like a festive season to be happening. You can see in 2017 we had a banner called Trick or Defeat that took place on Halloween, kind of on the 30th. I think Halloween's actually the 31st. So All Hallows Eve, I guess, is when this took place, the day before. And that was kind of a Fates Awakening themed seasonal banner, which I don't think people were that upset with back then. But they would be now, more than likely. And likewise, we also had the Land's Bounty I think is what it was called. Yeah, Land's Bounty, which came a little bit earlier last year. That was the 10th of October that this one debuted, and we had a little bit of Fates combined with some more old schooler type titles from Sacred Stones, and then Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn. So again, it was a little bit earlier. I feel like they were kind of shifting things around because they had the previous year and then all of this crazy stuff going on with the new kind of tight schedule. Again, there were a lot of banners last fall. But we also got the Brave Heroes banner. And that was, as you'll see in the next month that we cover, a lot earlier than the previous one. So this was Brave Redux. This was the Choose Your Legends 2 kind of offshoot banner. And that was on the 23rd of October of last year. So last year had a little bit more happening in terms of like special banners. These guys were, of course, added to the regular pool, the Brave Redux Redo banner. They are in the regular pool. That doesn't really mean that they're special, but it was kind of like how we had the Generals of Muspel, right? It was kind of like a unique normal Heroes banner, new Heroes banner that we hadn't had before. So I wanted to throw that in just to kind of make you guys aware that that was a themed banner that is going to be coming. So for October, I would definitely say we're going to be seeing the Halloween banner anywhere between mid to late October for sure. We might actually be seeing the dance banner early October instead of late September. Who really knows? But typically IS has been following this pattern where we have new heroes in the beginning of the month and special heroes at the end of the month, I think is how it went, or it's flipped. I can't remember off the top of my head at this particular moment, but they've kind of worked in that pattern for a little while now. So more than likely that's what we'll be seeing. Late banner being probably the next Brave Redux Farfetched banner. Fingers crossed. Which, if you're interested, I will have a video live for my predictions on that. I kind of went through the numbers to see who was going to be what. That link will be in the description when it goes live. I don't know when it's going live, but I will go back and update this video with the link. Because I also don't know when you're going to be seeing this video, so I'll help you out as best I can. They should only be scheduled a couple days apart, but this one's going up first, so check that out if you're interested. And if it's live. If not, wait patiently or subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyway, let's see. November. Let's look at November, because October's pretty straightforward for the most part. We're definitely getting Halloween. Maybe Choose Your Legends run off at the end, maybe Dance at the beginning. That is October in a nutshell. And now we've got November. So in 2017, we had the first ever kind of Choose Your Legends runoff banner where we got heroes that didn't quite make the cut for Choose Your Legends. And again, I have a video that kind of goes into the history of that in the works. This one debuted on November 15th. Wow. Very late. Super late. Like a good 5 months after Choose Your Legends banner went live. So there's that. This one, I don't anticipate seeing the Brave Redux whatever banner thing. I don't see that happening in November this year. Just a heads up. But I do maybe kind of see the Book 3 banner happening, and again, I don't know if they're going to split this up into twos. I don't think they will, just because they don't have the cast for it. At least as of this time, they don't. But I could definitely see a likely Thracier, Leaf, and then Hell probably being on this banner. If we don't have Hell showing up as like a mythic hero, or Leaf or Thracier showing up as legendary heroes, something like that. But Fire and Ice, which featured Surtur and Yogurt, that one hit on the 21st of November of 2018. So kind of like a Thanksgiving banner if you're in the States. If not, then it's just a normal day for you. But it has nothing to do with Thanksgiving. But for the record, this was like a 2-person banner. It was pretty easy to pull on, unless of course you only got red and colorless stones in your summoning circle, which would have sucked, to be honest, because the pool hadn't even been revised at this point, so yikes. So this is what we had. This was kind of the wrap to Book 2. I could definitely see them doing something for that for Book 3 as well. Like I said, more than likely Leaf, Thracier, and Hell, if Hell is not going to be a mythic hero. Which, for the record, if they wanted to kind of like keep tradition, they very well could just do Leaf and Thracier. That would be another 2-unit banner from the current book that is ending. The only thing that makes me maybe a little conflicted, of course, you saw at the end of Book 2, it wasn't really Surtur who was pulling the strings, it was somebody else, that being Hell, which we have met now. So Hell kind of seems to be the biggest the antagonist that we're dealing with, which is maybe why Surtur was kind of thrown in here with Yolgr. Because why not? And then I think we ended up getting Creed as a legendary hero in November as well. Either that or it was December. I think it was November though. So it's just, November is just a big month for OC content for heroes, just because the current book typically ends and then there's just a vomit of all kinds of stuff that's happening. Banner-wise, unit-wise, and things like that. So November, if I had to put money on it, it's probably just going to be a Book 3 banner month for us. And of course, this doesn't really include all of the things that are going on new heroes-wise, so be sure to keep that in mind. We do have some randoms that throw up, like Norian Dusk, or Doorway to Destiny, or the Adrift banner that we ended up getting. Those were all kind of thrown into the mix as well last year and the year before. We do have new heroes showing up as well, so just kind of keep that in mind. The overall theme is September, more than likely dance, maybe some Book 3 banners. October, definitely Halloween, more than likely also Choose Your Legends redo banner, and then November, probably just end of Book 3 celebration-y goodness that happens, and then winter we get hit pretty hard, but that's for another topic and another time. So there you go. Those are the next 3 months in a nutshell. Not really as jam-packed as summer is in terms of like special banners. What we see in the fall is a lot more normal heroes getting added to the pool, which unfortunately means that it will be cluttered yet again for the beginning of the year. Great. But we do have a couple specials, that being the dance and the Halloween banner. Those are always fall staples, except for last year, which still kind of fall. It was the end of summer, technically, celebrating, which is kind of like the beginning of... Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you are excited for over the next 3 months, the fall season of FEH, as I like to refer to it as. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything. I do a lot of Fire Emblem Heroes if you're down for that. And I throw in some general Nintendo and Dragalia Lost and some other stuff as well. So feel free to subscribe if you don't want to miss that. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will catch you next time.